All this work that we're doing, brothers, for this ministry, eventually is going to pay off. You better believe it, man. It's going to pay off like you'll never believe. Okay? And by the way, we're the highest value male on this planet. The men of the Lord, the men of this truth, the hopeful elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the highest value male there is.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing and salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right. And what I want to get into, okay, this morning, is dealing with, all right, what we're witnessing in the earth, is a complete and utter destruction, okay, of everything that's righteous. All right. Under the rulership of Esau Edom, okay, the earth, is completely, all right, in rebellion against righteousness, man. Okay. And this is a result, okay, of the wicked being in rulership. All right. And what we're seeing is things being turned completely upside down. We're seeing lewdness, okay, and violence at an all-time high. Okay. And things are just getting worse. You can look at the music that's accepted in this society, engage, how bad it's getting. Okay. You follow music, and so you go back, to the the days of Motown. Okay, well, there was always wickedness, mingled in the music. Okay, and what's happening, we have seen, wickedness just evolve, all right, into what we see today. Okay, and people have devolved, all right, into beasts. People have devolved into beasts under the rulership of Esau Edom, and we're just witnessing the complete and utter destruction, okay, of righteousness in the earth. And that's why the righteous king, all right, Yahweh Shai, okay, is coming back, all right, to conquer the earth and what? In righteousness, man. All right, matter of fact, let's get there, man. What is Yahweh Shai coming to do? Let's just get there, man. And then we'll get into it. Revelation 19, it's good to set the tone, okay, with Yahweh Shai. It's Revelation 19 and 11. It says, "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, all right, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True." All right, and heaven opening up, all right, the Shemayim, the atmosphere, is Yahweh Shai coming into this realm, all right, and that white horse represents their chariot of pure power, okay? The chariot that Yahweh Shai will be on, okay, to come and execute judgment. That's going to be the throne of judgment, that chariot, okay, that's going to be doing a great slaughter in the earth, okay, and he's going to deal with these militaries of the heathens, okay, as he does what? It says, "And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war." Okay, in righteousness, Yahweh Shai does judge and make war in righteousness, man. Because this earth is being ran in complete and utter wickedness, man. Okay, so Yahweh Shai is coming to conquer the earth in righteousness, man. Let's get that in Revelation 6 and 2. And it says, "And I saw, and behold, a white horse." You see that? The same thing. And also John the Revelator is seeing, various visions of Yahweh Shai conquering, all right, and waging war on these heathen nations, beginning with Esau Edom. Okay, it says, "And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering," all right, and to conquer. Okay, so this is what Yahweh Shai is coming to do, is to conquer the earth in complete righteousness, man, because Esau Edom, has turned the world, into complete and utter chaos, dysfunction, lewdness, and violence. All right, we're living, okay, in a pre-flood era. Okay, the same atmosphere that was going on before the flood, okay, We're living in that era now. All right. And the scriptures, tell us that these things will happen. The days of Noah. All right. Yahushua told us that the days of Noah, okay, the circumstances on earth will be as the days of Noah before his second coming. All right. So as we speak about Yahushua coming to conquer, well, the earth had to be in the condition, all right, in the day, just as the days of Noah, man, of the lewdness, okay, the wickedness, the violence, all right, and we're seeing these things, man. All right. Now, what I want to emphasize on, okay, is the disorder in marriage, because, as we speak about, the lewdness and the wickedness and the violence, well, a lot of these things stem from disorder in marriage. All right. Marriages, okay, are the core of civilization. Order in marriage, all right, is very critical, okay, for a peaceful atmosphere in the earth. Okay. And when you disrupt the order of marriage, all right, things become dysfunctional, chaotic, okay, and it has a ripple effect of what we see today, and that's why, I always speak about these things, because, I love the concept, I love the wisdom and the dynamic that Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, how he created, order, within marriage, within family. I just love that dynamic, and I get extremely offended about how this devil, has just completely destroyed that dynamic in the earth. Where men aren't appreciated, marriages, no one, has any, there's no honor, when it comes to marriage. Marriage has, been turned into a business. Divorce, is a business. Okay, it's just complete dysfunction, man. And then you get offended just like, Lot. Lot was seeing these things, man, and you seeing the adultery rampant. No one has respect for, a man's wife. Okay, the wife doesn't have respect for her husband. The children don't have respect for the father. It's just a complete madhouse, man. Okay, and disorder in marriage has led to what we see today, the culture that exists today. Okay, so I want to play this. All right, brother had did this, man. I just want to play this and just look at the utter madness. Okay, so this is Eve, with two husbands. Okay, which is complete madness, man. This is what we're seeing a lot of in these latter times is disorder, okay, in marriage being pushed. The whole thing we see with Will and Jada, okay, the whole red table, all this is these, because see, these actors and celebrities, all right, they not just, working for the elites, when they doing movies. Okay, nah, man, their lives are given to these elites, man. So whatever the elites need them to do, okay, they do it. All right, and this is why you see, the Dwayne Wade. No, they have to do that. Okay, Dwayne Wade, whether he likes it or not, he have to run with this narrative of letting his son, destroy himself. Okay, Gabriel, Union pretty much being, the head of house. Okay, that's all, designed and pushed. Okay, I say Will and Jada, the red table and all the, it's all being pushed. And then you see their children, what they're into, Jaden and Willow. Okay, what they're into, that's being pushed. Okay, you see. These things are being pushed, and this is what Esau wants to make a normal. Esau doesn't want any remnant of righteousness within his new world order. Okay, and that's why it's going to get to the point where standard is going to have to be lifted, for those, the house of David that has been risen, that's fighting for righteousness. Eventually, it's going to have to be a standard living, man, a standard lifted against this devil, man. Okay. So I want to play this and just listen to this madness, man. Okay?
Just make sure you're ready for that for yourself. Mm-hmm. You're ready to bring another life into this world and how do you feel right now? Like me being pregnant?
I'm fine.
Now, as you can tell, okay, now this is supposed to be both of her husbands. All right, complete madness. Okay. Now she's asking the other guy how he feel about her being pregnant. Okay, I guess by the guy to her, by the guy on her right. But you know, that delay in reaction, he feels some type of way. All right, as a man, there's no way you don't feel no type of way. But this is just madness, man. Okay, and then how does he know how does she know who's the father of the child? If she's dealing with both of those men at the same time, how can there be a guarantee that he's the father? Okay, just complete madness, man. But you see the body language, both of these guys are uncomfortable as hell. And you know, and wait till you hear the light-skinned guy get to talking. All right, he's offended, you know, at certain things. But this is madness, man. Okay, this is complete madness, man. Okay, and you have Eve, her round head ass, all right, in the middle, you know, and she's in paradise, man. But this is what the serpent brought to Eve, man. Okay, why does Adam get to have this and that? Why you can't be, you know? This is what the serpent brought to Eve, man, and this is the culture that we live in, and the ripple effect, all right, of disorder in marriages, man. Okay.
Same as they both said. As long as I don't have to take on that responsibility, then it feels good to sit back and not have to go through the same things that I went through. So I kind of enjoy just sitting back and watching. It's like, okay, you know, I'm here. If you need some help, you know, if it's something that y'all can't do, I'm here to help out. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
I know a lot of people are like, you know, both of y'all are the daddy. Like, both of y'all are.
Yeah, I always correct them when they say that because, especially being that this is my first, don't attribute what I view as an accomplishment in my life to somebody else. It's not his kid, so it kind of annoys me and kind of gets under my skin a bit when people say that, because I know they think they're saying something positive and cool, like, oh, baby got two fathers, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, you're kind of taking something away from me at this time. Like, this is my kid. Let me be happy. If you're going to congratulate somebody,
do you think that they're like referring to Keith, well, referring to Black as the father figure, so it's just one clump of
no, they are saying it because they think that because we're all poly and we're in a relationship that somehow makes it his responsibility also. That's why they're saying it. And it doesn't. It's not his responsibility. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's dynamic is that way, because there are people who will be like, well, this is collectively all our child, and they're all going to collectively pitch in and do everything. And that's not to say that I don't do my share or help out with the two boys, obviously. I do. But at the end of the day, they still know who their dad is. They know who to come to for most things. Not that they can't come to me, because anytime they do, I never just be like, no, leave me alone, go to your father. I do whenever they ask. But there's no confusion, basically. And with the way that people speak about it in reference to us, I don't want, even when my kid is old enough to read, I don't want my kid to start reading and seeing that and then being like, well, now I'm confused because they're saying you're both my father, so which is it? It's like, no, I'm your dad. I'm always going to be your dad. Keith is a father figure to you who can help out, and as he said, you know, because he's going through things that I haven't yet. So luckily for me, he has a wealth of knowledge that I can lean on if I need help. But at the end of the day, still our child. That's why I'm like, you know, when they do that, instead of congratulating the three of us, it's not something to congratulate him about. You congratulate us or don't. Honestly, you can keep it.
It's kind of like when, you know, everybody was asking how would you be addressed. You being like in the house with them, oh, they're gonna call them daddy.
For example,
it's like, no, they're not gonna call them
like
daddy.
For instance, I say, because back there was a time where we were, you know, when we were trying to figure out how to our first time being poly, there were things that we was confused about when it comes to that as well. And when we started to turn away from that idea of, oh, these are two dads, you know, I started to realize, no, I don't like that. Because can no other man or person, man, woman, doesn't matter, outside of us, and even when it comes to us, can say that they've put in the work that I've put in for our two boys. So to have that title based off of that work that's been put in, that sacrifice, that time, nobody can replace that nor match up to that. So if they was to be like, oh, if we had this, all right.
Madness, man. Complete madness. Okay? Confusion. And this is the norm. They just, agree. But this is the norm, amongst our people. Okay? Where the woman, has multiple baby fathers. And it's awkward as hell. We can't just sit and act like that shit ain't awkward. Okay, here it is. You because the norm, like let's say you dealing with a woman, okay, and she's has a baby father, before y'all get together, y'all got y'all situation, and you say you have a son by or a seed by or whatever, you over there, okay, y'all living, but the baby daddy has another man has all this access to your wife. Okay, well, they got a call, they got a co-parent, you watching the game, he pull up, walk through, and he talking to your wife, and he come get his son, okay, he come get his children, and it's a awkward ass dynamic, man. It's backwards. Okay, and it is what it is, man. I know, brothers and sisters got their situation. We all got our situation, all right? But we can't ignore the elephant in the room that's awkward as hell, man. Okay, there's an awkward ass dynamic because it's backwards. Okay, and this is the norm under Esau Edom. Okay, this is Isaiah 29. All right. And you do what you gotta do, you brothers and sisters in these different situations. So we all in our circumstances, it's some form of dysfunction, to our dynamic. All right, and we do the best we do, do the best you can do in the situation, but at the end of the day, all right, we understand that, okay, this is why we need to reset. Okay, now this is Isaiah 29:16. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding? Okay, and this is Esau Edom. This is the embodiment of his rulership. All right, he's turned everything completely upside down. All right, and we're living in a backwards ass society, man. Okay, a completely twisted and perverted ass society, man. Okay, to where everything is accepted but righteousness, man. Okay, here it is. Nick Cannon is demonized, for having, multiple children by multiple women, and he has the means to take care of them. All right, but the hell with that nigga. All right, we know he but just dealing with that, all right, just the concept, of an Israelite man having multiple women and multiple children, demonized and looked down upon. People was in the uproar, it was a lot of, negative backlash he received from that. Okay, but then things like this are applauded. Okay, what Dwayne Wade and Gabriel Union are doing are applauded. What Jada and Will are doing, these things are applauded. Okay, complete madness, man. All right, this is a truly upside down, backwards ass society, man. All right, and that's why the Yahweh Shai is coming to wage war against this place, man, and set up order. Okay, everything was established in the beginning. Okay, you go here. All right, everything was established in the beginning. Okay, let's go to Genesis. All right, Genesis 2. and 18. All right, it says, and the Lord power said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him and help meet for him. Okay, I will make him and help meet for him. All right. Now, you go here. Let's go to this word. All right, make. All right. So you go to this word in the Hebrew, it's asha. All right, which means to do, to fashion. Okay, because a woman was made for a particular purpose, and there was to be a help. Okay, she was fashioned in a particular in a particular order to be a help. Okay, an assistant. Okay, you go to the Hebrew word for help, which is azar. Okay, and it says what? To help, to secure. Okay, to succor. I mean, all right, to be a help, to be an aid. Okay, that's the dynamic, that the woman, all right, that the Lord set up for the woman, all right, is to be an aid to her husband, all right, and there's no way, because scripture say you can serve two masters, man. Okay, so, yeah. Go from there. Let's get Exodus 21. All right, because the Lord established, these orders. All right, Exodus 21 and 10, it says, it's Exodus 21 and 10, it says, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish. Okay? If a man who has married a slave wife takes another wife for himself, he must not neglect the rights of the first wife, all right, to food, clothing, and sexual intimacy. So the Lord established the order within marriage. Okay, it never talked about a woman taking on another husband. All right, it's complete disorder. Okay, but the Lord does speak about if a man did, because as a man increase in substance, as a man increase in his possessions, all right, he would need some more help. See, marriage came with duties, responsibilities, man. Okay, and what Esau does, he removes, he diminished, that's why it's hard to define in this society what a woman is. Okay, because the woman, all right, biblically had duties and responsibilities, man. Of course, her biology, her sexual organs, and the ability to bear children, is at the forefront. Okay, but also the duties, and the responsibilities of a woman. Okay, make her a woman as well. Okay, and Esau just reduced everything to just pleasure, just everyone just getting their rocks off, man. Okay, but the Lord, all these things come from, and all these things stem from idolatry. Okay, now this is the Book of Wisdom of Solomon in the GNT, the Good News Translation. Okay, I want to start at this Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 12. All right, and one thing about it, like I say, in the 60s, because that's when, the seed, of disorder in marriage, all right, really was planted, through feminism, all right, during the feminist movement. And this is when we see, okay, sexual liberation. And this is where you get, the culture of lewdness that we see today. Okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 12. It says sexual immorality began when idols were invented. They have corrupted human life ever since they was first made. See, this is why, because people take marriage so lightly, and you speak on these things, People don't connect, disorder in marriage with the condition of the earth. Okay, but the Bible tells us, look, sexual immorality began when idols were invented, because they would have orgies and, wife swaps. Here it is. You take, these heathens, they would take their wives to these certain temples, and, it's a big orgy. Another man popping your woman. Okay, your woman, she's dealing with another woman. It is madness. Okay. These were cultures of the heathen, mainly these Canaanites, man. Which Esau, that's why you got Aleister Crowley, okay, that do as thou wilt. All right, but he got a lot of his philosophy when he visited Egypt, man. Going into those ancient customs of these Canaanites, man, which was a very lewd people, man. Okay, and it says, idols have not always existed, nor, verse 13, idols have not always existed, nor will they exist forever. It was human pride that brought them into the world, and that is why a quick end has been planned for them. And how is that end going to come? Through Yahushua. Okay? Now it's going to go into the details of the culture, okay, that comes with idolatry. All right? This is verse 22, Wisdom of Solomon 14:22. It says, one thing led to another. It was not enough to be wrong about the knowledge of the Most High. They lived in the state of evil warfare, but they were so ignorant that they called it peace, man. Okay? And you see that they're trying to make this situation be a situation of peace, but both of those guys are offended. All right, you can tell by the body language. You can tell how the light-skinned guy was talking about this my accomplishment. Because as a man, you want your own woman, you want your own children. Okay, you're not at peace. Okay, with another man having this free access to your woman. Okay, you can try to fake the funk and act like y'all got. He said, ain't no confusion. It's confusion as hell, man. The children are confused as hell. Okay, there's complete and utter confusion, man. As a man, you want your own woman, okay? You want your own children, all right, or your own women. However you got it, you want your own, okay? And you don't want another man having that access to your wife, man. That's crazy, all right? Like that guy, Adam from No Jumper, okay? Which pretty much he just got his wife out there getting plowed, by porn stars, man. Okay, complete madness, man. And that's the disorder in marriage that Esau wants. Okay. Yep. And it says, they lived in a state of evil warfare, but they were so ignorant that they called it peace. They murdered children in their initiation rituals, celebrated secret mysteries, and held wild ceremonial orgies with unnatural practices. Yeah, and why you have, like even with the abortions, because people are just having, these, people are just living as beasts. And if you happen, because it ain't about the whole glory and the order and the honor that came with sex. Esau has completely perverted that, man. Okay, and well, you go into the scriptures, man. All right, you go into the ancient order. All right, the whole purpose of that was to be fruitful and multiply. Okay, now every time that you dealt with your woman, she wouldn't, become pregnant, because even you go into the story of Jacob, Rachel, it was a time when she wasn't bringing forth anything, man. Okay, and she was kind of, frustrated. Okay, and she was fussing, with Jacob about, bearing seed, but shows you that the ancient mindset of men and women was completely different than now. And see, that's the way of the heathen, to just do these things, because they was having orgies back then, and someone else can get your wife pregnant, man, from you doing a goddamn ritual, okay, to reverence these different deities, Okay, and it just complete disorder. You see, so this society, because you look at society, it's pretty much like a big orgy. Everybody is just swinging, and adultery is rampant. You got women. All right, you got CEOs, correctional officer women that are getting pregnant by the prisoners. Okay, Jake got 20 years getting the woman pregnant. Now she's in the free world pregnant with a Jake that they got 20, 30 years, man. It's just madness, man. Okay, and it's all fueled by idolatry and the flesh. Okay, no order. All right, it says a man. It says verse 24 says they no longer kept their lives or their marriages pure. Okay, there's no such thing as a woman. It's extremely rare. Okay, especially when we're talking about Western culture. You have that in the East, but over here in the West, a woman, only dealing with one man, being married to that man, and that's it, her whole life. That's a pure marriage. That doesn't exist in the West, man. Okay, it's normalized for by the time you get to the woman, okay, the dysfunction is already, it's already in place. That's the norm over here, man. Okay, and this is why we need a great reset, man. Okay. All right, it says they no longer kept their lives or their marriages pure. A man might kill another by an act of treachery or cause him grief by committing adultery with his wife. Everything was a complete riot of bloody murder, robbery, deceit, corruption, falsehood, faithfulness, disorder, falsehood, harassment of innocent people. All right, if you're a woman that's in order, what they call you, a pick Misha, or whatever. Here it is, you want to be in order, okay? And you're being harassed for being, for wanting to be in order as a woman. Okay? It's madness, man. Okay? It says harassment of innocent people, ingratitude, moral decay, sexual perversion, broken marriages, adultery, and immorality, man. And this is what we're seeing today, man. Okay? This is the norm of today. All right, and it all stems from what? Man, if I just read again. What does it stem from? Wisdom Solomon 14:12. Sexual immorality began when idols were invented. They have corrupted human life ever since they was first made. Okay? Going back to the invention of idols, man. Okay? And this is a society that's saturated with idol worship, man. All right, it just is more modern. It's more. It's through technology now. Okay, so let's go here. All right. Let's go to 2 Peter chapter 2. Okay, and our forefathers they had to see these things, man. They had to dwell in these societies, man. 2 Peter 2:4. It says, "For the Most High." I started at 5. It says, 2 Peter 2:5, it says, "And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly." Okay? The age of the ungodly. All right? And this society has reached that level. Okay? Of the pre-flood era. This society had reached that level. And the flood was a reset. And the Lord is going to do one final reset in the earth, man. Okay? And this time it's going to be through fire. Okay? And it says, "And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly." Okay? And America is fulfilling, all right, that example, okay, of Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, of the lewdness, all right, that's in society, man. Okay, because of course, the alphabet community, and bestiality, all those things was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah and those other cities. Okay, But then you can imagine the disorder in marriage. Okay, and it's to the point where those men, when those angels came to visit Lot, the inhabitants of Sodom, those men, pretty much, they wanted those men. Okay, they wanted that they, they didn't even regard like a virgin. Just like now, virgin is not valued like that in America, man. A woman that's a virgin, people want the most freakiest and vilest, that's what they into. It's the same spirit. Okay, so America is fulfilling that lot of ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, and that's why the Lord's going to fulfill their judgment as well, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. And you read this in the NLT, 2 Peter 2:7. But the Most High also rescued Lot out of Sodom, because he was a righteous man. All right, and Lord will we represent, we're Lord willing, all right, we're in the stead of Lot. It says Sodom, because he was a righteous man who was sick of the shameful immorality of the wicked people around him, man. Okay, and we feel the same way. Just as Lot was vexed, we're vexed, man. This is, like I said, man, what this man, you look at our nation, man, and you look at the world in general, but especially amongst Israel, you should be highly offended what this devil has done, man. How this devil has completely, destroyed righteous order in the earth, man. Okay, and established wickedness as a standard, man. We should be offended at that, man. Okay, verse 8, it says, for their righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. Okay, so Lot was vexed, man. So that's why he didn't look back, man. That place was being judged. He didn't care to look back, man. He was wealthy. Okay, but damn that, that place needed to be judged. It's like, now we don't care about our status, our wealth, or our look, our bank account might look a little cute, or whatever, you got your nice little setup. You might be still living middle class or whatever, man, but nah, man. The hell with that, man. When it's time for this place to be judged, man, the hell with these possessions, man. Okay, and that's why in the very next chapter, okay, 2 Peter 3 and 11, it says, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, because we know the judgment pronounced on this place, man. Okay, it says, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, man? So what mindset should we be in, understanding that, hey, the Lord finna judge this place, man. The Lord finna turn America into a desert. So what should we be? What attachment should we have here, man? We handle our business, we handle our obligations, as this society is still up and functioning, man. Okay, we do what we gotta do, we responsible adults, when it comes to our obligations, man. But we don't have no attachments here, man. Okay, it says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, and it's gonna be through Yahweh Shai, as we read. Hey, they're conquering. Okay, hey, they're conquering King of righteousness, man. Okay, Malak Tazadak, King of righteousness, man. All right, it says, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, that's the nukes, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right, and it's America being turned to a desert, man. This whole infrastructure, the skyscrapers, the stadiums, the car, the highways, okay, everything being turned into dust, man. Okay, or completely, exonerated, obliterated by the nukes, man. It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens, all right, new rulership, and a new earth, okay, wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. And that's where our mind is at, man. It's time for righteousness to be enforced in the earth, man. It's that time. Okay, because it only gets worse under Esau, Edom. As long as this man is in power, it will only get worse, man. Okay? It will only get more vile. It will only, become more violent, and it has to be a cutoff, man. All right? And we can see, all right, by the condition of the earth that the Lord's finna cut this place off, man. Okay? So that was the point. I pray that you brothers, all right, and you sisters was edified. Till next time I say shalom. Kwon Yashala, Abba, DTA soon, shalom.